$36,000, and this is the money that you can expect to receive financially. Financial need is what they call it. Okay. But here you can see scholarship, the Gertrude Harrington Scholarship, and then they accepted it for the fall and the spring. Okay. Work study, they didn't want to do it, so they rejected it. So it says 0. And then underneath all that is more scholarships, grants, and loans. Okay. So it's very important that you guys go through all this information and just filter it all out and decide whether you can afford to or want to accept or deny all these different types of financial aid that they offer. Okay? Is there any questions right now? Yes, ma'am.
So all this that they got, like all these funding that they got was for one semester, 1 year?
This is 1 year. It's going to be new every single year. It might change from year to year too, but this is for one single year.
So when you do financial aid, you have to renew?
Yeah, financial aid you have to do it every single year, or else they're not going to give it to you. Okay, FAFSA you got to do every single year. Okay. So, I mean, it doesn't take very long. I did my financial aid today, and it took about an hour. The key is that you just have to have everything in front of you. So most times your parents needing their income information, and then from there it's like an hour worth of entering information and you're all set. Okay? Yes,
so when you apply for, when you go in and do the FAFSA and everything, then all these things pop up.
No.
What they're, or you have to go.
It's a process. You go through FAFSA. You enter in your information. You submit it to the schools. The schools then verify this information and they contact you via email or mail, and then they let you know what they're going to give you. And then you, most of the time you're going to be logging in to the school and you accept or deny. I'm pretty sure that you can do it through mail too, right? Accept or deny these different financial aids. So, but you apply and then they contact you and then you see what you get and then you accept it or reject it, basically. Okay? Is there anything else? Okay. So, once you have all this information in front of you, you need to, when it comes down to deciding what kind of school that you're gonna go to, I mean, you're gonna send FAFSA to different schools, and they're gonna make you different offers. It's important that you guys are able to filter through all this information and pick the best school that is that's for you. Okay, and a lot of the time it's going to depend on the amount of money that you get from them. So there are certain guidelines that is necessary when looking at these different financial aid letters. So example being compare like terms. It's important that you guys are able to look at the information and filter through all the terms so that you can understand. Example being cost of attendance. Some school, when they give you that number, they don't include cost of food and transportation and whatnot, but other schools do. So it's important that you guys can filter through the information and see what is the best offer that's available to you guys and pick the best school for you guys. All right? From ratio of gift aid to self-aid, I didn't go over the difference between the two. Gift aid is basically scholarship and grants. This is the financial aid that you guys don't have to pay back. And self-help aid is loans, work study, and this is our work study, and yeah, loans and work study. And this is the stuff that is going to be is expected that you guys pay back or earn in order to get the money. Okay. So obviously, the more gift aid types of financial aid that you guys get is going to be better. So more gift aid and less self-help aid is always best. Right? Compare the terms of loans included. You need to know, do you guys know what a subsidized and unsubsidized loan is? Basically, what a subsidized loan is a loan that is really low in interest. And you guys don't have to pay the interest back until you're done with college, whether it's with undergraduates or graduates. So after you get done with everything, that's when you're gonna have to start paying, right? So obviously that's always better. You always look for subsidized loans as opposed to unsubsidized loans. And I mean, you always need to go over whether you can afford to take on this loan and whatnot. So you need to break down everything that you get, okay? And make sure that it's affordable and reasonable, okay? All right. The effects of scholarships and other aid. Sometimes when you guys apply to too many scholarships and you qualify and get these scholarships, sometimes it affects how much financial aid that you guys can get from the schools. So again, you need to see whether the amount of scholarships that you get is going to affect the amount of financial aid and see which is best. All right, and you guys need to break that down and see which offer is going to be the best one for you guys. Okay, and check future packages. What this basically entails is that you got to make sure that everything is renewable. You don't want to get a scholarship for 1 year and think that you're going to get it for the next year and it not be there. Be sure that it's going to be renewable and just keep up with everything. Okay. So these are a few of the resources that we went over. Make sure you guys write this down because they're very helpful. Okay. We have Peterson's, which Mr. Cowell talked about earlier. Our website and blog. We have scholarships on there too. And then FastWeb's, College Board. These are all the common services that are available on the internet. So, all right. Are there any questions? We can help you. The advisors, you know who to go to. Okay. That's what we're here for. You guys come to us when you need help with financial aid and scholarships and all that. All right.
I have questions in Spanish about what you had just said.
Oh.
Do you want to ask them if they have any questions?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, well, I'll do it then. Algunas preguntas que ustedes tengan en español de lo que él acaba de decir.
Grandmary, you have any questions?
Okay.
No, we don't.
Presidio, do you guys have any other questions?
I don't think so, Sharon.
Okay, just making sure.
Hey, you
Thank
guys,
you.
what's going on? It's Sarah. Just wanted to kind of reiterate just a few things. Financial aid is totally the way to go. Like free money for college, woohoo, right? Like we do not want to have debt. I don't know about y'all, but it weighs on you if you get out with some. So look for scholarships. I started looking for scholarships my freshman year in high school. And you know what? I didn't pay a dime towards college, and I never will. Because scholarships are totally your way to go. Keep up with the scholarships. Every time you hear anything, if you hear a rumor whispering in the bathroom about a scholarship, check it out. It is so important. Do your research. Of course, you want to make sure you're not getting into like fraudulent scholarships, of course, but do your research on what's going to be the best use of your time and your effort. You know, if it takes an essay to get a $1,000 scholarship, but it takes a full research paper to get a $10,000 scholarship, well, duh, put your time and effort towards the $10,000 scholarship. Complete the application process. A lot of times you get started and you get stuck. And you're like, okay, I'm going to come back to this later, and you don't do that. Just finish it all at once. Sit down. Make time in your day. Say, okay, this Saturday I'm going to put 5 hours towards scholarships, grants, applications. Get them done. And then, of course, meet all your deadlines. I can't stress enough, get them done before they're due. Financial aid, they say, I think April 15th is the date in which, sometime, I think it's April 15th, around your taxes time. They say, you know, that's when you should get financial aid done. I always did mine in January because that's when I knew I got the most money, was if I did it ahead of time. Because, like it says, don't wait. $80 billion are out there for you to grab. Free money to go to college. The issue is that, people miss the deadline, they don't fill out the process correctly. I mean, it's the government's money, so obviously there's a process, there's steps, and you have to follow them. Don't get frustrated with them. I know it's a lot of legal jargon coming at you when you start the application process, especially for FAFSA, but take the time to sit down, understand what's going on, because I can't tell you how good it feels to walk out of college with a degree